Part 1. Introduction to Big Cats. Big cats have captured human imagination for thousands of years. From ancient cave paintings to royal crests, these incredible animals have been symbols of strength, elegance, and mystery in almost every culture around the world. But what exactly is a big cat? The term usually refers to five iconic species: lions, tigers, leopards, jaguars, cheetahs. Sometimes snow leopards and cougars are also grouped in, but today we'll focus on the big five that dominate different continents, each with their own remarkable story. Global icons of the animal kingdom, let's start with where they live. Big cats are spread across Africa, Asia, and the Americas, each adapting to wildly different environments. Lions roam the grasslands and open savannas of Africa. They prefer flat, open areas where their golden coats help them blend into the dry grasses, the perfect camouflage for ambush hunting. Tigers live in dense forests, wetlands, and even snowy landscapes in countries like India, Russia, and China. They're incredibly adaptable and are the only big cats that enjoy water, often cooling off in rivers or hunting prey along riverbanks. Leopards are masters of stealth and survival. They live in jungles, savannas, mountains, and even urban edges. Their spotted coats help them blend in almost anywhere, and their ability to climb trees gives them a huge advantage. Jaguars rule the rainforests and swamps of Central and South America. Unlike any other big cat, jaguars have a bite strong enough to pierce the skulls or shells of their prey. They often hunt in or near water, a skill unique among their feline cousins. And then there's the cheetah, built not for strength but for speed. Cheetahs live in Africa's open plains and are the fastest land animals on Earth, capable of accelerating faster than a sports car. What makes a big cat a big cat? It's not just about size. All big cats are part of the family Felidae, but only lions, tigers, leopards, and jaguars belong to the genus Panthera, the only cats that can roar. This deep, resonating roar is made possible by a specially adapted larynx and flexible bones in the throat. Cheetahs, despite their name and size, can't roar, but they can purr, chirp, and even make barking sounds. Intelligence and behavior. Big cats are more than muscle. They're clever, calculated hunters. Lions use teamwork and complex group strategies when hunting in prides. Tigers use patience, stealth, and power. Leopards and jaguars make full use of their terrain, climbing, swimming, and stalking with silent precision. They also show signs of memory, learning, and even emotion. Tigers have been observed remembering the locations of watering holes and prey trails for years. Leopards in the wild have been documented using clever problem-solving to avoid traps or outsmart scavengers. In captivity, many big cats have been trained not with fear but with positive reinforcement, showing a capacity for learning and memory comparable to dogs and primates. Their footprints in culture and history. Lions have long represented courage and royalty. Statues of lions guard temples in India, palaces in China, and even the entrances of castles across Europe. Tigers are seen as guardians of the forest in many Asian cultures, especially in China and Korea. In India, the tiger is the national animal and appears in folklore, mythology, and art. Jaguars were revered by the ancient Maya and Aztec people. They believed jaguars had a spiritual connection to the underworld and the gods. Even in modern pop culture, from cartoons to sports logos, big cats are used to symbolize grace, power, and confidence. Evolutionary marvels. Big cats evolved over millions of years, descending from a common ancestor that lived about 11 million years ago. As the climates and continents changed, so did the cats, spreading out and adapting to the environments around them. The modern lion emerged in Africa around 2 million years ago. while tigers developed in Asia shortly after. Leopards, jaguars, and cheetahs each branched off into their own niches, developing the special traits we see today. From heat-reflecting fur patterns to extra-large hearts and lungs in cheetahs, every detail of a big cat's body is purpose-built for survival. What's coming next? Now that we've met the cast, it's time to go deeper. In the next part of Whiskers and Wonders, we'll explore how these apex predators hunt, eat, and outsmart their prey. From silent stalks to high-speed sprints, you'll see what makes these animals so deadly and so fascinating. Part 2. Masters of the Hunt. When it comes to hunting, big cats are among the most advanced predators in the world. But unlike what you see in wildlife documentaries, hunting isn't easy, and it isn't always successful. Across the plains, forests, and rivers of the world, each big cat has developed its own unique set of tools and strategies to catch prey, stay fed, and survive in fiercely competitive environments. Let's take a closer look at how these magnificent hunters operate, from coordination and speed to patience and raw power. Lions. The power of the pride. Lions are the only truly social big cats. They live in groups called prides, made up of related females, their cubs, and a few adult males. This teamwork gives them a major advantage when hunting large, dangerous prey like buffalo, zebra, and even giraffes. Female lions, the lionesses, do most of the hunting. They work together in coordinated ambushes, often fanning out in a semicircle to drive prey toward hidden members of the pride. But hunting is still hard work. Most lion hunts fail. Even with teamwork, the prey can outrun, outmaneuver, or fight back. Male lions sometimes join the hunt, especially when the target is especially large or when cubs need to be fed. But their main role is to protect the pride from intruders and rival males. And once a kill is made, the social hierarchy kicks in. Males eat first, then the lionesses, and finally the cubs. Tigers, silent shadows of the forest. Tigers are solitary ambush predators. They rely on stealth, camouflage, and raw strength to take down prey. Tigers typically hunt deer, wild boar, antelope, and sometimes larger animals like gaur or young elephants. They prefer to hunt at night, using their night vision and sharp hearing to stalk quietly through dense vegetation. When they strike, they aim for the throat or neck, either breaking the spine or cutting off airflow. One powerful pounce is all it takes. Tigers can drag prey that weighs several times their own body weight, an astonishing feat of strength. And like lions, even the mighty tiger often fails. It may take 10 or more attempts to land a single successful hunt. Leopards, masters of stealth. Leopards are perhaps the most versatile of the big cats. They can live in forests, deserts, mountains, and even on the outskirts of human towns. They are incredibly adaptable and will hunt anything from small birds and reptiles to antelope and monkeys. Unlike lions and tigers, leopards don't want to share their food. After a kill, they'll often drag the carcass up into a tree, sometimes several meters off the ground. This protects it from scavengers like hyenas, wild dogs, and even lions. Leopards are strong enough to carry prey twice their own weight up vertical trunks. They're stealth experts, moving almost quietly through the underbrush. And they strike with a lightning-fast pounce. Their success rate is higher than lions or tigers because they waste less energy and take fewer risks. Jaguars, ambush assassins. Jaguars are the powerhouse predators of the Americas. They're built like tanks, short, stocky, and solid. Unlike their cousins, they don't always go for the neck. Jaguars have the strongest bite of all big cats, capable of crushing skulls and even piercing turtle shells. They often live near water and are strong swimmers, hunting fish, caimans, and capybaras. A jaguar may ambush from a riverbank, leap from a tree, or silently creep through the forest before pouncing. They're more solitary than even tigers and rarely vocalize unless during mating season. Cheetahs, speed demons. Cheetahs are a different kind of predator. They don't rely on stealth or power. They rely on speed. In open grasslands, cheetahs use their incredible eyesight to spot prey like gazelles from long distances. Once close enough, they burst into a sprint, reaching speeds of up to 70 miles per hour, faster than any other land animal. Their body is built for acceleration. Long, lightweight frame, large nasal passages for increased oxygen. Enlarged adrenal glands, semi-retractable claws for grip, a long tail to act like a rudder during high-speed turns. But their sprints are short, only 20 to 30 seconds. After that, they need to rest or risk overheating. Even when successful, cheetahs are often robbed of their kills by lions or hyenas. Their lightweight build makes them less suited to defend their food. This is why cheetahs typically hunt during daylight, when bigger predators are resting. When the hunt fails. Despite all these adaptations, no big cat has a guaranteed meal. A lion might go hungry for days. A cheetah might lose its prey to a rival. A tiger may spend hours stalking, only to miss. Hunting is high risk, high reward. It requires energy, patience, and timing. This is why big cats often rest for long periods, conserving energy between attempts. A lion might rest for up to 20 hours a day, especially after a large meal. Even in the wild, survival is a careful balance between exertion and efficiency. What's coming in Part 3? In the next chapter of Whiskers and Wonders, we'll look beyond the hunt, into the social lives, family bonds, and unique ways big cats communicate. Whether it's the roar of a lion, the solitary scent trail of a tiger, or the quiet parenting of a leopard, you'll see just how complex and emotional these creatures can be. Part 3. Life, Love, and Communication. When you imagine a big cat, you might think of a fierce hunter stalking prey, but there's much more to their lives than hunting. Big cats have complex social structures, intricate communication methods, and fascinating family bonds that reveal just how intelligent and emotional they really are. Today, we explore their secret lives, from prides and purring to the silent languages only they understand. Lions, the social kings. Lions are unique among big cats. They are the only species that live in large, structured groups, known as prides. A typical pride consists of about 10 to 15 lions, but prides can grow much larger if food is abundant. At the heart of the pride are the related lionesses, mothers, sisters, and daughters, along with their cubs. Males may stay with a pride for only a few years before being challenged and replaced. Pride life offers incredible benefits. Lionesses share the work of hunting, caring for cubs, and defending territory. If one mother goes out to hunt, others may nurse her cubs in her absence. Male lions, though less involved in hunting, play a critical role. They defend the pride from rival males. Takeovers are brutal. If a new male seizes a pride, he often kills the existing cubs to bring the females back into mating condition. Despite the harshness, within a pride, bonds are strong. Lions groom each other, cuddle, and even rub heads as a greeting, a behavior called head rubbing or nuzzling, which strengthens social ties. The roar of a lion, heard up to 5 miles away, isn't just a display of strength. It's a territorial call, a family reunion announcement, and a warning all rolled into one. Tigers, the solitary kings. Tigers are solitary by nature, but that doesn't mean they're antisocial. Each tiger holds a vast territory, often overlapping slightly with others. To avoid unnecessary fights, tigers use scent markings, scratch marks, and vocalizations to announce their presence. A tiger's territory might stretch across 20 to 100 square miles, depending on the availability of prey and space. Though mostly alone, tigers come together during mating season, and a mother tiger is fiercely devoted to her cubs. She will nurture, feed, and protect her cubs for up to 2 years, teaching them essential skills for survival. Interestingly, tiger cubs play a lot, practicing stalking, pouncing, and wrestling, building the muscles and coordination they'll need as adults. There's also evidence that male tigers, once thought to be entirely absent fathers, sometimes visit and even share kills with their offspring, a surprising hint at deeper social behavior. Leopards, the secretive survivors. Leopards are the ultimate masters of secrecy. Living alone, they carve out territories using a combination of scent marks, clawed trees, and even specific call sounds known as sawing. This low, rasping call sounds like a saw being dragged across wood, eerie and unmistakable in the night. Leopard mothers are solitary, raising their cubs hidden deep within thick vegetation, caves, or rocky outcrops. Cubs remain with their mothers for about 18 to 24 months, learning the arts of stealth and climbing. Leopard cubs have special rosette patterns on their fur that are denser and fuzzier than adults, providing excellent camouflage. A mother leopard may move her cubs often, sometimes daily, to avoid detection by predators like lions, hyenas, or even rival male leopards. Leopards are incredibly adaptable communicators, relying on distant stalking, strategic scent marking, and occasional vocalizations to navigate life largely unseen. Jaguars, the mysterious shadows. Jaguars, much like leopards, lead solitary lives in some of the most dense, impenetrable forests on Earth. They are highly territorial, and males and females maintain large home ranges, often separated by rivers or deep jungle barriers. Communication for jaguars is largely through roaring, a series of deep, repetitive grunts that carry through thick vegetation. Unlike lions, jaguars prefer to roar at night, announcing territory boundaries and discouraging rivals. Mother jaguars are devoted to their cubs, raising them in hidden dens near water. Cubs stay hidden for several months and will follow their mother on hunts before becoming independent. Interestingly, jaguars are one of the few cats that show a preference for habitats near water, and they're comfortable crossing rivers, swimming in flooded forests, and using waterways to move silently through their territories. Cheetahs, speed, family, and flexibility. Cheetahs are different once again. Females are solitary most of their lives, except when raising cubs. After mating, a female cheetah will give birth to 3 to 5 cubs, hidden away in tall grass or bush. Cheetah cubs are vulnerable to predators like lions, hyenas, and leopards. To protect them, mothers move their cubs often, every few days, and rely on stealth rather than strength. Male cheetahs, especially brothers from the same litter, often form coalitions, small groups that live and hunt together. This unusual cooperation gives them a better chance to hold territories and access mates. Cheetahs communicate with chirps, purrs, hisses, and yowls. Their high-pitched chirping is particularly unique among big cats, sounding almost like a bird. Unlike lions and tigers, cheetahs rarely roar. Instead, their vocalizations focus on quick communication, calling to cubs, signaling danger, or greeting each other. A language without words. Big cats, whether roaring loudly or communicating silently, share a complex, emotional world. Through scent, sound, touch, and even looks, they build bonds, defend territories, and pass on critical knowledge to the next generation. And while they may live vastly different lives, from the open plains to the shadowy jungle, they all share a deep survival instinct tied to their social behaviors. Every roar, every scent marking, every nuzzle, It all means something in the secret language of the wild. Coming next in Part 4, in the final chapter of Whiskers and Wonders, we'll confront the greatest challenge facing big cats today: survival in a world increasingly shaped by humans. We'll explore conservation efforts, successes, and how we can all be part of protecting the magic of these incredible animals. Stay tuned for the most important part of their story and ours. Part 4. Conservation. Fighting for survival. Big cats have survived for millions of years, adapting through ice ages, migrations, and countless challenges. But today they face their greatest threat yet. This threat doesn't come from natural predators. It comes from us, human expansion, conflict, and the pressures of a changing planet. Saving big cats isn't just about protecting iconic animals. It's about safeguarding entire ecosystems, preserving biodiversity, and protecting the wild spaces that all life depends on. Today, we explore the urgent fight for survival and how hope still remains. Shrinking wild spaces. Every year, forests shrink, grasslands are plowed, and wetlands are drained. Habitat loss is the single biggest threat facing big cats worldwide. As human populations grow, big cats are pushed into smaller and smaller areas. And with less space comes more conflict, livestock raiding, competition with farmers, and sometimes deadly retaliation. In Africa, lions now occupy just 8% of their historic range. Tigers, once widespread across Asia, have disappeared from 93% of their original territory. Leopards are clinging to survival in fragmented patches of land, and cheetahs are racing extinction with fewer than 7,000 individuals left in the wild. Without room to roam, hunt, and breed, even the fiercest hunters can fade into silence. The shadow of poaching and illegal trade, poaching, continues to devastate big cat populations. Lions are hunted for trophies. Tigers are poached for their bones, skin, and body parts, fueling illegal markets across the globe. Leopards are targeted for their beautiful coats. Even cheetahs are trapped for the exotic pet trade, where cubs are stolen and sold into captivity. The illegal wildlife trade is a multi-billion-dollar black market, one that drains life from the wild and pushes endangered species closer to extinction. Every animal lost to poaching is not just an individual tragedy, it's a blow to the fragile balance of entire ecosystems. Conservation success stories, but it's not all bad news. All across the world, people are fighting back and winning small victories. In India, tiger populations have doubled in some areas thanks to protected reserves, anti-poaching patrols, and community education programs. In Namibia and Botswana, innovative conservation models allow local communities to benefit from living with lions and leopards. Through ecotourism, conservation jobs, and compensation programs for lost livestock. In South America, jaguar corridors are being protected, linking isolated populations and giving these elusive cats safe paths to roam. Captive breeding programs for cheetahs, combined with public awareness campaigns, are helping to slowly stabilize numbers in parts of southern Africa. These successes show that with effort, investment, and education, we can reverse the trend. The role of sanctuaries and protected areas. Sanctuaries and national parks are critical for big cat survival. Places like the Serengeti in Africa, Ranthambore in India, and the Pantanal in Brazil serve as last refuges. Vast protected spaces where big cats can live as they were meant to, wild and free. But protected areas aren't enough on their own. Big cats often roam vast distances, and conservation efforts must stretch beyond park boundaries. Community conservation, wildlife corridors, and peaceful coexistence strategies are now seen as the future of saving big cats, and by extension, countless other species. Why saving big cats matters. Big cats are keystone species, animals that hold entire ecosystems together. When lions, tigers, and jaguars thrive, so do countless other species, from tiny insects to massive herds of prey animals. When big cats disappear, ecosystems unravel. Prey populations explode, forests are degraded, biodiversity collapses. Saving big cats is not just about saving beauty and wonder, it's about protecting the delicate balance of nature, a balance that supports all life, including our own. What you can do. You don't have to be a scientist or conservationist to help. You can. Support reputable wildlife organizations, spread awareness through social media, educate others about the importance of wild spaces, choose sustainable products that don't harm habitats. Advocate for strong conservation policies in your community. Every voice matters. Every action counts. And together, we can help ensure that future generations will live in a world where lions still roar, tigers still stalk through misty forests, and cheetahs still race across the open plains. Furball Facts. Final call to action. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the hidden lives of big cats. If you've enjoyed this adventure, please like this video, subscribe to Furball Facts, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new wild wonder. Together, we can celebrate the magic of the natural world and protect it for generations to come. Stay curious, stay wild. See you next time.